My mom went down to Florida recently, and you really don't realize just how helpless and pathetic you are until your main source of comfort and care is no longer there. And especially in a house of dudes and of guys, it's like the second she walked out the door, just a purgatory of mess and filth and disgust. We're not great people. So I realized that I need to start taking charge, and also how grateful I am for my mom. I know Mother's Day was a little bit ago, but golly, thank you, Mom, for all that you do. But I do need to step up to the plate. I need to really start, getting in there and ready to fend for myself. But she's back now, so next time for sure. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and small squirrels and people who do twirls and chocolate mint swirl. Rhymes are the way we start the show off, guys. Welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris. So happy to have you here. I cannot focus with my hair like this. I don't know what the deal is, but whenever my hair falls down in front of my face, I don't know if it's some sort of follicle blockage that blocks my mental track, but I cannot deal with it, and I keep pushing it up, and it gets me frustrated. I don't know what it is. I don't know what sort of trauma I have. I think it was just like from around the 2010 area where everyone had the swoop and down in front of their face, and I had such a distaste and disgust for those people that whenever I see it on myself, I don't like it. So I'm trying to keep it up as well as I can, but I can't help my mental flow from getting thrown off. So maybe I'll just kind of mess it up and just let it be, but I hate it so much. But anyways, guys, welcome back to the show. What is going on with you guys? I know you can't answer, but I'll respond. Right now, we are nearing the end of the set days, right? We've been doing this extra thing for about 2 months or so now, and we are nearing the end, right? It's just been so many days, so many hours of hard, grueling work. I mean, it's work, right? We're sitting around and just talking to people, but it's work, I guess, technically. But anyways, yeah, it's been good, it's been bad. I'll be a little bit sad to see it go. Not so much the production as is the people. Met a lot of great people, and the group of guys that we have in this little, I'm trying to say something without giving it away. There's a little group of people we have. They've been so great. It's been funny. We all kind of play off each other. A lot of great personalities, and they're super supportive, man. I've never met another group of people that are so supportive. And I make arrogant jokes a lot. If you've been listening to the podcast, you know that. Or say, I'm the best thing since sliced bread, and so blah, blah, blah. And I'll say stuff like that. I'm like, here's the problem. People just don't really like me because I'm too good of a person. And I make other people feel worse about themselves because I'm so high on the totem pole of awesome. And they're like, yeah, it's true. You really are the nicest and greatest person we've ever met in our lives. I'm like, wait, guys, no. You can't say that, because now my arrogant joke gets turned into douche mode. So now I feel like the biggest douchebag in the world. But yeah, they're so supportive. So they are like the greatest people ever, and I feel like the scum. So it's just it's a really weird twist where they are so nice. But yeah, it's so nice that to the point where my jokes backfire on me, and I feel like a jerk and a dunce. But yeah, they've been so great. And maybe they should just probably get better friends. I don't know why they think I'm so great. I was talking about the SWAT thing a couple episodes ago. That when we went to go play the SWAT team, I paid extra to get in, where I basically hired my own assassin. So Joe, the guy I was going with, he was in front of me and he paid for my thing, and I was like, okay, I'll pay you back. He's like, yeah, okay, it's gonna work out. And then I went to go pay him back, and he's like, oh my gosh, you're like the nicest guy ever. I can't believe you actually getting to pay. I was like, that's just like common decency, like a courtesy. Someone pays for something, I'm just giving you the money back. Maybe like you guys got to get better friends. You got to hang out with better people, because I am not the greatest person. I might float and showboat and say I am the freaking hottest thing on the planet, but the truth is I'm just a guy in a Tom and Jerry shirt. Okay, I'm just trying to make people laugh, but yeah, they are so supportive, and they're so great, and I do really appreciate my time with them and the friendship thus far. What else was going on, dude? I went out actually with a couple more guys. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I've been meaning to talk about the rest of the group, and give them their own little celebrity lookalikes on the podcast so far, but I've just been so distracted. And we usually record this thing so late, but now, guys, now we actually have the chance to do it. So I've talked about Joe. I've talked about Jaden. But I went out with Jack, my friend Jack. He's a great guy. He's more like he's probably one of the funniest people there, but you wouldn't know it unless you slowly open him up, because he kind of starts out quiet and then he gets kind of loosey and goosey, and he matches my weird goofball behavior really well. So I do appreciate him. He's a great guy. I went out with George as well. George is like an enigma. He's a charismatic guy, and you really never know what he's gonna say next. A little bit of a mystery. So anyways, we went to go get out. We went to go get some ice cream together, and I don't really want to talk about our actual excursion adventure as much as I want to say that I wore a white shirt there, and I did everything in my power not to stain my shirt, and somehow I stained my shirt, and that's all I want to say. Actually, I can't. Dude, I don't know what it is about stains. If I'm wearing some sort of fabric magnet or whatever it is, I can't help it, dude. I stay so far, napkins, protection, whatever. I get stuff all over my face, all over my body, and all over my garments all the time. And I keep spending more money on these dumb things. This is why I can't have nice clothes. And I'm pushing it here. This is too bright. Yes, it's not. I don't know if it looks white on camera. It's pink. I got some color into it, but it makes no sense, and it just got me riled up, dude. So I don't know if I need to just start wearing tie-dye things, or whatever the case may be. But it's so annoying. Like, what is it about me that attracts these stains? The mess. Speechless. So yeah, I don't know how it happened. We actually went to go play pool. It wasn't even the ice cream that did it. I ate the ice cream flawlessly, somehow. Actually, that's not true. I put it away, and I was like, oh, I'm full. And it was actually just out of fear, because I was like, oh, no. And I put it away. But we went to go play pool. And like a pool cue, it's got like the little chalk, little blue stuff at the end. I don't know how I did this, but for some reason I was holding it, and I rubbed it all over my neck and my chin and my face, and I don't even remember doing it. They're like, hey, you got a little, I was like, what? And like, no, just streaks up my whole body. Like, what kind of, am I just an idiot with like anything that can stain? I have no idea, but it's frustrating nonetheless. And that was my night out with ice cream. But yeah, that was Jack. That was George. Talking about Matt, there's his look-alike. Matt is a very calm demeanored guy. Matt is he's kind of just put together and reserved, and he kind of talks when spoken to, and he's very respectful, very nice guy. But he has a dark side. Matt is a trickster, okay? He will go and prank people with any chance he sees fit, and you don't expect it from him because he's more the kind of laid-back dude. But then he'll go and whisper things and say things, make you think you're going crazy, and tell people, let's go this way, go. I'm like, oh yeah, funny, son of a gun. So that's Matt. He's great. Who else is there? We have D'Artagnan. Dart is he is also he's a high energy nutball. I relate to him in a lot of ways like that. He also gets everything from the superheroes and WWE and things of that nature, and I think he's the only one there that does pick up on that, so we're able to talk about these things, and we're really just yelling all the time, and that's kind of our thing, right? You kind of find this common ground with people to form a friendship, a relationship, and that's our common ground, loud noises. Lastly, there's Braden. Braden is just the sweetheart of the group. It's his first time ever being here. Good kid, sweet kid, and he's talking, always being nice, getting respectful, and asking the right questions. We're talking, kind of taking it under his wing, but he's funny, and he's got these times. So I love Braden. I love these whole group of guys, and that is the whole cast of group. Okay, can't want to say anything more than that. But yeah, love him to death, and I really wish I didn't stain my shirt. What else has been going on? As far as set goes, oh, dude. I don't know if this is common knowledge, but apparently when you say bless your heart to people, that is code for get the frick F-bomb out of my face, right? It's just F you. And I did not know that. So this whole time over the course of production and really all my life when I'm being genuine, I'm like, oh, thank you so much, bless your heart. That was very disrespectful. So I went to go say it to someone. They said particularly the people in the South do not like it. And I was like, oh, okay, wait, what do you mean? And then we brought over more people like, yeah, you can't say that. What do you just say F you? What are you talking? Why would you say that? I'm like, well, I was genuine. I was being completely real and saying, I'm grateful. Thank you for whatever you just did for me. So it makes a little more sense because I know that some people just interpret the way I say things in a bad way, and I feel like maybe some people don't like me as much, probably because I keep telling them to F off, apparently. So I have that going for me, and I didn't know this was a thing. So if anyone's out there, please tell me, are there more keys, more little notes, things in the air that I need to be aware of, because I say things a mile a minute. I say a lot of words. And apparently some of them are not that great. You know, I was already accused of sexual harassment for something that didn't mean that. I've been saying bless your heart, and apparently I'm just a violent little bully, and I don't know what the next thing I'm going to say is. So I'm going to need someone to just kind of keep a filter on me and give me the slang for what's disrespectful in this day and age. But I just want to be genuine. Like, can I not bless someone's heart anymore? Like, why does everything have to have a double meaning? I genuinely want to bless your heart. If someone sneezes, I bless you and your heart. And like, win. So I don't know what the deal is, guys. I'm really tossing that thing back and forth, and it's a slippery slope. How do you be genuine? And I stopped for a little bit, and then I'm like, wait, but I really want to bless your heart, man. I really want to do it. So I haven't stopped. And maybe that's my problem too, is I'm too stubborn with my own set of things. I'm like, hey, I'm not going to stop doing the things I want to do. I'm going to be even more genuine than ever before, and you will know that I am sincerely from the bottom of my heart blessing yours. And hopefully that translates, or it's just going to be another like more intense F you. And they're like, whoa, this guy, he showed up in a Tom and Jerry shirt, just started screaming off at me. So apparently, like, they put me on a pedestal. They say you're the nicest guy, but I'm not. I'm a horrible human being.
But we're shitty people, Joel. It's been that way for a long time.
I've been blessing people's heart, telling them to F off left and right. So that's me in a nutshell. I'm just an undercover bad guy. I'm a non-practicing good person, apparently. I think I'm doing good, but I'm not actually doing the right things. I claim that title, but what's my problem? What else is happening? Oh, dude, you know what I've been trying to work on right now? Road rage. Now, I don't have road rage myself, but, you know, everyone else does. That's just the way of the world. People are very frustrated. They're stressed out, and they want to get to their places as fast as freaking possible. I can understand their perspective and where they're coming from, but I am trying to help people out, because road rage is not good. It's not fun, and it's not great for the other people out on said road. So something I've been doing to try and make people feel like it's just a waste of energy is well, I'm just driving, and normally you have people like trying to get around you, and they cut you off, and we're all going the same place anyway. You know, how many times does someone floor it right in front of you, and you guys just see each other right at the stoplight? All the time, right? It just happens. That's what road rage is. It's pointless. So these people are like, they're driving right up on my butt, and I'm just like, whoa. And of course, I see them. I'm a very proactive driver, but they're right up on me, like pushing me, like, go faster, go faster. I'm like, I'm already going 15 over, guy. Maybe even 20. Not that big of a deal. Here I go. Not even in the fast lane, just straight down the middle, and they're like, go, 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 go. And they're trying to swerve to the left, swerve to the right. Gotta get around this guy. I'm like, hey, dude, it's not that big of a deal. I'm already going fast, not going any faster. Peace. So I just keep doing my thing, and eventually they swerve up and they get right next to me, and they're like kind of mean mugging me. They want to look at you just to say, hey, this is how fast you could be going. I don't know what the mind of a road rage person is or what they would like to be saying, but you feel that presence. And instead of looking like it's the biggest serious deal or looking over, I'm like, oh, sorry, whatever. I have musicals blasting. I roll the windows down as these guys pull up right next to me. And I'm playing the Newsies. Like, look at me, I'm the king of New York. Yeah, and I just look like I'm having the best time in the world, and I want them to feel that. I want them to feel how silly and immature they're being by being so angry, just trying to get there. And I'm like, dude, we're going to the same place. I'm flooring down the highway, except the one thing is you're upset. And I'm not. And I'm having the greatest time ever. And they floor off, and they're so angry. Is it childish of me? Sure. But I would argue it's more childish to be angry while driving a motorized vehicle. Okay? Control your emotions. If you can't control your emotions, how can you control your car? I have no idea. But anyways, I get a little bit more childish after that. It proceeds, because after they fly off far into the distance, I put the pedal to the metal, okay? Breaking the law. Because I'm not done with these people yet. I have more work to do, right? This is some real emotional growth that I have to teach them, the wisdom that I must spread across the interstate. So I floor it as hard as I can to get over. I'm flying past there. Look at me. And I'm getting into it now, and I get right up next to them, and I get back in front of them. And I have the windows back down, and I have the same musical, da-da-da, and I want them to think about that, okay? I want them to think of how much energy they're using just to go fast, just to get ahead of me, just to get in front, and it's all for naught. It's all pointless because, look, we're all getting to the same place, and again, look how happy this little goober is wearing a Tom and Jerry shirt flying right by you. So I'm really trying to help people out over here, and, maybe that's perceived as I don't know, bad. Maybe they get even more angry, like, oh my gosh, this kid. But I want them, I don't talk to them afterwards, but I want them to just take a moment, take a beat, and go, this kid's having the best time of his life. I'm being angry for what reason? Okay, we're all going to the same place. It's just one road. We're all sharing it together. I don't need to be so upset. But I don't know if they do that because I can see behind me and I see next to me and they don't look happy at all. But I'm going to keep doing it because I want to spread that joy, if that's what it is. Am I bad for doing that? Maybe. This is why I shouldn't be put up on a pedestal. I'm a very childish, immature person. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing lately. What else has been going on? I went to go see Top Gun like last Tuesday. It doesn't matter what day it is for you. I saw it recently, okay? We went to go see Top Gun. Now, this is probably the first movie I have seen in a long time that has made this, yeah! All right, dude. There's just something about this specific kind of action movie that you're like, dude, get in there, go, 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 and you just feel everyone in the whole theater go, highway to the, and there's so much passion and energy around this collective group of strangers that you just get into it. It's fired up, man, and that's all I really want to say about the movie because every time I talk about movies, I always spoil the ending because they always die at the end. But anyways, what else happened during that? The movies are always fun, dude, and it's always not even the movie specifically that just gives me so much joy. It's usually the people around, like the people just like kind of shuffling. They have way too many things in their hands that they want to sit down and watch this little theater. It's like, why? How are you going to get through four large popcorn? Oh, by the way, they have a new thing. It's called the pack of popcorn. It's 3 large popcorns condensed into one huge bag. For what reason? Why would anyone need that much popcorn? It's like 8 pounds. And it's like, I don't know. Again, like the cheeseburger thing I was talking about the other day, being obese in this country has never been easier. But anyways, people are always, they have so much freaking stuff. Like they just hauled it, like they got it at a garage sale and they go sit down, they're spilling stuff over. And there was a guy behind me. He dropped his Skittles or his M&Ms. I just heard, whoosh, and I couldn't stop laughing at the fact that he went to go get these little candies and it just didn't work out for him. I'm getting a call. 1 second. Hi, Mama.
Hi, are you here?
Yeah, I'm doing the podcast.
Okay, sorry. Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
So you can't pause?
I can pause.
Oh.
What do you need?
Can you come up for 1 minute?
Sure.
Just 1 minute?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye. 1 moment, please. And there I be. I'm the king of New York. Guys, what is up? Welcome back to the show. My aunt is in town, so I had to go right up there real quick. She's here for my grandma's funeral, which is not funny. That's a bit of a mood killer of the podcast. So let's get the mood back up, guys. Let's just start laughing. It's not funny at all. But they did tell me that they went to the store and got sunglasses, which is also just irrelevant information. But that was what happened. I wanted to give you context on what I was doing. What was I talking about before? I was talking... Oh, the movie theater, guys. Man, I do have a question about the movie theater. How come every time you go there, they have like the most epic trailer at the end of all the great trailers of all these new exciting movies? At the end, they're like, if you want to experience cinema in the most ultimate and ultra high definition seating and class experience possible. Come to Cinemark. I'm like, wait, what? Is this an ad for the movie theater I'm already in, dude? It's like, why are you trying to sell me on this? I bought a ticket. Hey, movie theaters. You made the sale. It doesn't matter which one it is. It's always the same freaking thing. With the most comfortable chairs that recline. I'm like, okay, sweet. With Skittles and stuff that probably won't spill unless you're a klutz. And it's just like everything is just like this huge, big ordeal, but I don't even get it. I'm already in there. It's like trying to sell me a shirt that I already have. It's like, well, if you want to wear a Tom and Jerry shirt, come to TJ Maxx. Oh, he's already got one. I just don't get the point of it. It's just kind of this whole thing, and every time I see it, I just start laughing because it's so ridiculous. What else has been going on, dude? Oh, man, this is my interesting thought I think I need to present. Oh, I don't have the theme song yet. It's been like 3 months since I got my new phone, and I still haven't gotten that jingle here yet. That's lazy. But anyways, skip the details and the plot. These are some of my interesting thoughts. So when I was watching my dogs the weekend before last, I was thinking about how crucial pillows really are, right? And that was because I didn't have one, and you forget just how great these little cotton miracles are, right? You lay your head down to rest. And I woke up, my neck was kind of cramped, and I was thinking about that. In the olden days, whoever had the best pillows, it was an advantage, right? If you're thinking about like war in terms of war against nations and people and whoever it may be, I would argue that whoever had the best pillows was going to win that. Because if you imagine you show up to the fight and you're like this, which I get, you're kind of like that anyway. Maybe that's why they built the scope that way in the first place, because people didn't have pillows and they got crooked necks. They're just like, all right, man, you're gonna be on the sniper. Got it. But yeah, dude, imagine going to war with somebody and they're like, hey, straight posture. I'm all good. I can do this all day. And you're like, come on now, let me at him. Dude, if you don't have a right pillow, you're done for. You're kaput, dude. So I'd argue that is the origin of the pillow fight. But yeah, I was thinking about that because I woke up with a crooked neck and I don't know if something happened or I felt like I was going to have to defend the castle in any way, but I was just feeling very vulnerable, right? Because there's something about this where you just feel like if someone wanted to ambush me and steal my wallet, like how am I going to do anything about that? You know what I mean? So it's a very vulnerable position to be in. And I would argue that pillows, maybe they're not as crucial as they were before, but they're still very important, guys, so get a nice rest. That is my interesting thought of the day. I think that is everything I have to talk about today here on the podcast, guys. What else have I been up to? I've been skateboarding again recently. My shins are destroyed. I've landed on my toes. I feel like I've broken my wrist, but that's okay. That's part of the game. I was talking to someone recently about getting into skateboarding. I said the whole experience really is 90% falling. So you have to get used to it and enjoy the pain, because that's the only way that you can really grow up. This is getting very inspirational and wisdom filled. But yeah, it is a lot of falling, and it's hard to keep going back out, especially when it's not just 90%. I was 100% falling, and you have to keep getting back up, baby. We keep getting back up. But yeah, I'm beaten, I'm broken, but at least my neck is feeling good. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This has been Full Circus. My name has and is and will always be Tristan Sartoris. I love you. I will see you in the next week, and we will be completely done with the set. So maybe we can finally, compose, get recentered in our lives, because like I said, it's not necessarily work, it's in comparison to stuff that like my dad does, work, and you're always doing mechanics and carpentry and plumbing, like the hard trade works, the actual meaningful freaking in the grind, composed to me just sitting there going like this. Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you're doing this. Oh, okay. Oh, you okay? Because I don't really get tired because I get filled up on people. For some people, it might be pretty draining, but for me, 14 hours, I enjoy trying to mess with people. And when there's 200 of them, field day. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This has been the podcast in episode 60-something. I still haven't learned to close it. I will see you in the next one. Tom and Jerry out. Don't put me on a pedestal, because the best men are men at best. That was so deep.